Don't mind that video y'all saw before this, guys. But what's going on? We're back. We doing Friday Night Friday today, even though it's not even Friday. I've delayed this recording for like 2 weeks now, maybe 3. And so today we finally get it done. As you can see, Kyrie's back. Say what's up.
Risky, what's popping, kangaroo?
Oh my goodness. We finally gonna get through this. No more delays. No more
Hopefully.
delays.
Looking at that thumbnail, I don't even know how to watch this for real. Keeping it a bug with you.
Now, real quick,
Bro, hey.
this first video we about to do, it's called Mullet Street, and it was recommended to us by Carnage. I do my submissions over on Instagram, so y'all go follow me, Eternal_Spencer. Follow me, and then whenever I post the submission on my story, y'all can drop video titles that y'all find. I'm not liking the thumbnail on this one. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, Chief. I'm not liking this.
For real.
But we're gonna have to.
Bro,
You can see it, right?
bro looking a little crazy.
You can see it,
In the
right?
rain. Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm trying to make sure. So the transitions do work. I'm not tripping.
Bro looking a little crazy.
I got 7 Mac 11s, about 8 38s, 9 9s, 10 Mac 10.
It's fine. We getting it done either way. Don't matter. It's finally working.
Sure you don't want to walk with me? I'm good. I'll see you tomorrow.
She walking down the street. She got both her earbuds in. Not smart. Can't hear anything. Run that back. Ew. Why you just standing there?
I'm good. I'll see you tomorrow.
She's stuck in a loop? It's the same thing.
I'm good. I'll see you tomorrow.
Why the smile though? It's just ugh. I mean, like, it's a mask and all that. Wait, what did she say? Run that back. Should have gone home with us. She might be stuck in a loop. She in the Matrix.
Hello there.
It's made my brain itch. That was very disturbing. Like it wasn't scary, but it was most definitely like disturbing. That is. It was the mask. It was the mask that they wore that got it for me. It was like all your gums is just out. You ever seen how horses smile whenever they have? This next one is called Three True Halloween Horror Stories animated, and this was submitted to us by Raj 1K. We gonna see how this goes, cause always look at that. The channel name sounds familiar. Horror Shorts Party.
Hey, wanna play some video games? I know I do. I haven't seen the sun in years. So, let's play League of Legends. Sounds
Let's not.
familiar? It should.
Let's not. We gotta start from the beginning. For some reason, it made us skip ahead. Hey. Y'all see it? Go do it. Horror Shorts Party. Congrats on the 400K.
On Halloween night, 1974, 8-year-old Timothy O'Brien went trick-or-treating with his sister, Elizabeth,
Trick-or-treating.
and 2 other children in Pasadena, accompanied by Timothy's father, Ronald, and another parent. The night started off innocently enough, but would go on to end in tragedy. When the group knocked on one particular door, there was seemingly no one home, and as such, they swiftly moved on. Timothy's father stayed behind for a moment to wait and see if anybody would answer the door. He quickly caught back up with the others, with 5 pixie sticks in his hand, given to him by the homeowner, who was simply taking their time to answer the door.
Hey yo, when was the last time y'all had pixie sticks? Be honest. Good old days, bro. Swear it would be. It was at least 10 in every kid's Halloween bag. Oh, I forgot full screen.
He distributed the candy amongst the children, and later gave the spare one to a child who was not with the group. It began to rain, and as such, they cut their trick-or-treating session short, and the children and their parents went back to their homes. Before bed, Timothy asked his parents if he could dip into his candy collection. They agreed, and young Timothy decided to start with the pixie stick. He poured some of the powdery candy into his mouth, but immediately complained that it tasted unusually bitter. Timothy quickly realized that something was wrong, and he rushed to the bathroom with severe stomach pains. Shortly after, Timothy began to convulse, and within no time at all, went limp in his father's arms. He died as he was being rushed to the hospital. After a pathology...
Potassium cyanide? Yo! This is why we do what, children? And parents? always check your candy. Like this.
Despite the fact that he and the children had only visited a handful of houses across 2 streets that evening. Even more strange was the fact that none of the houses that the group had visited that evening had been handing out pixie sticks to trick-or-treaters. Eventually, the truth came to light. Ronald had poisoned the candy himself and ensured that it ended up being given to all of the children that he had taken out trick-or-treating. His motivation? To collect on various life insurance policies that he had taken out on his son, and presumably his daughter, though, as stated, she never ate her candy. He gave the other children the sweets in order to cover his tracks and make it appear as if someone else was indiscriminately handing out the poisoned pixie sticks. Turns out that Ronald was over $100,000 in debt.
It was the father? Bro. This man went through all that trouble because he was in debt. That's not. I lost my placing.
His motivation? To collect on various life insurance policies that he had taken out on his son, and presumably his daughter, though, as stated, she never ate her candy. He gave the other children the sweets in order to cover his tracks and make it appear as if someone else was indiscriminately handing out the poisoned pixie sticks. Turns out that Ronald was over $100,000 in debt, and the life...
How do you get $100,000 in debt? Unless you just don't. How?
Insurance payouts that he was set to receive would have eased his financial woes. Throughout his entire trial, Ronald maintained his innocence, but the amount of evidence pointing towards him as the murderer was too substantial for the jury to ignore. It was revealed that Ronald had been talking to chemists about where he could purchase cyanide and how much would be needed for a lethal dosage. His friends and co-workers also testified that Ronald showed an unusual interest in the poison in the months leading up to Halloween. He was found guilty of murder and 4 counts of attempted murder, and was sentenced to death. While incarcerated, he was despised by his fellow inmates, who condemned him for murdering his own son. Ronald's execution took place on March 31st, 1984, just after midnight. A crowd of demonstrators gathered outside as he died, some even chanting, "Trick or treat." For his heinous crime, Ronald has become known as the man who killed Halloween.
It's the second story.
The day was October.
Wait, that first one was based off of true events?
Just several
nah.
days shy before Halloween. My anticipation grew higher and higher as I planned to host a Halloween party at my place. I remember setting up a Facebook event and inviting my close friends and co-workers to join the party. My friend Dave would usually be the one to host these kind of events, but unfortunately he couldn't do it this year as his parents were having renovations done at their house. While setting up the event, I didn't take into consideration that my parents were extremely against Halloween festivities. They would always lecture me on why Halloween was a holiday only made for kids who wanted to go to hell and worship the devil. What made things more frustrating was how they kept the same beliefs until now, despite me being in my late teens. One night, I noticed my mom sitting in the living room watching TV. I began to approach her.
And then we get an ad. And then we get an advertisement.
Students with ADHD save 10 hours studying with this Chrome extension. But no, by all means, go ahead, skip the ad.
Yes.
Save a few seconds.
Yes.
I have to do a lot of reading for my job, you know.
Skip the ad. About to box YouTube.
Approach her direction while trying to muster up any plausible excuse that would persuade her in the favor of my party idea. I casually hovered over her saying, "Hey, Mom, just in case Dad didn't tell you today, I just wanted to say that you look very beautiful."
What the hell do you want, George?
What?
You're not usually this nice, so spit it out, whatever you have to say.
Can I invite my friends over for Halloween this year?
Get the hell out of my face.
I remember heading to my bedroom while pouting under my breath on how
Why is mouth? Why is mouth moving so fast? Pause.
I was living such an unfair life. I sat in front of my computer and began sulking for the remainder of the night as I messaged the bad news to my friend Dave. As I embarrassingly addressed the issue, Dave responded back by suggesting that we purchase an Airbnb instead of hosting the party at someone's house. I thought it was a pretty smart idea, so we mutually agreed to get an Airbnb that was located somewhere more secluded and away from the suburban part of town. Feelings of excitement began exuberating throughout my body, as I couldn't help but feel exhilarated at the notion that I didn't have to deal with my parents' incompetence. Fast forward to October 31st, and it was officially Halloween.
That man took drugs.
I began driving towards the Airbnb
Are you shaking
destination
so
about
hard?
an hour or two after check-in, just so I could prep before the guests arrived. As I got closer to the destination, I remember seeing a decent-sized house that looked a tad run down. It didn't look like there were any other houses around, just a lot of tall trees and a scent of pine cones in the air. I figured it would add to the spooky ambiance considering this was Halloween. As I got inside, I immediately started setting up for the party while having a few glasses of alcohol on the side. A couple hours later, the sun was finally beginning to set, which meant that the guests were on their way to the party. I figured I'd dress as Georgie from the movie It, as my name was George, so pun intended. I texted and called my friend Dave, but unfortunately didn't get a response. I speculated that everyone was either unable to find the correct address or was just going to show up to this party fashionably late. That's when the living room TV begins to abruptly turn on. I then saw a bizarre message.
Leave. At the door. The TV all of a sudden turn on. That don't mean sit down and watch it. Leave.
Playing on the TV, as if it came straight out of the movie The Purge, saying,
"This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the US government. Weapons of class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials
What the hell is going on? I turn the TV off and immediately hear a knock coming from the front door. I opened the door and saw some kids shout, "Trick or treat!" Sorry guys, no candy here today. You suck, and wearing a raincoat isn't a costume, cheapskate.
I'm dressed as Georgie, you idiot!
I slammed the door shut and began to hammer down another drink.
Tell them how you feel.
That's when I heard another knock at the door. Go away. Go away. Go away.
Go away! I'm not handing out any candy, you stupid kids!
I angrily approached the door and looked through the peephole, only to see a group of people wearing purge masks while holding machetes. At first glance, I thought it was the guests from the party, but then I heard one of the guys say, "Maybe we can go through the backyard and take him out there." My heart began to submerge into my stomach. I turned off all the house lights and simultaneously darted across the living room to make sure that the backyard sliding door was locked. As I secured the lock handle, one of the purgers slammed his hand on the glass door while yelling,
I'm not gonna lie, just a
Open the
little
door,
bit.
Georgie! Leave me alone or I'm calling the cops!
That's when I grabbed a large blade from the knife set on the kitchen counter
Yeah.
and ran towards the bedroom.
Yeah.
I then saw a red balloon hovering above the ground. I couldn't tell if I was hallucinating or not from the belligerent state that I was in. Nonetheless, I plowed through the hallway and locked myself in one of the bedrooms. As I glanced through the blinds of the bedroom window, I saw someone dressed as Pennywise dancing psychotically while staring in my direction. I heard nothing but the sound of my heart throbbing vigorously through my chest cavity. That's when I hear the closet door open behind me.
It's not even, I can't even, like, what do I say? It's like, it's the way his heart was. Why is it moving sideways? Why?
I couldn't move a single muscle as I was honestly petrified to turn around. I then felt a soft tap on my shoulder with someone saying, "Hi, Georgie." Ah! How the hell did you get in here? You want a balloon, Georgie?
Stab him.
What? Here. Take it. Take it. Get away
Grab
from
him.
me, clown! You'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float too! That's when the clown's mouth abnormally opens wide and begins to swallow my entire head. I felt like my life was slowly diminishing. Through my drunken haze, I dug the kitchen blade into the stomach of the clown despite not being able to see a thing. I could feel the hand that was digging at the clown's stomach become wet from the blood being shed everywhere.
Yeah.
I then opened my eyes and realized that the mouth that was supposedly swallowing my head was none other than a brown paper bag being held by my friend Dave. Happy Halloween!
Yo.
Man, this game's boring. Isn't there any good game out there that's free?
Yo. Yo. Okay, it's about like 5 minutes left, but we want to stop it right there. That was dope. Not. This got submitted to us by Crystal Kyra, and this look a little weird. This look like a cursed episode out of the Muppets, but we're gonna see what it's about. With this cheery music.
Something's different.
Yo, why does he sound like Patrick?
Something's different.
Yo, what? So much stuff that I want to say about this.
Is it this guy?
Fish and chips. Steak and beef. Chicken-a-chow. Grapes and eggs.
What is this?
Are you hungry? You look to be a bit hungry.
No.
Yo, y'all ever seen, bro, this is giving me such PTSD. Y'all ever seen that? Okay, so y'all ever seen Amazing World of Gumball? Y'all ever seen that one episode where Darwin he couldn't get rid of that hand puppet thing? That's what this is giving me flashbacks to. This is not okay.
Lots of people get hungry.
That's your body. Hungry comes from your body.
Get off me.
But your body, it must have to be healthy.
What's that? A tasty snack. You don't want to go and eat a snack like that.
Greedy to eat all that, you'll end up with your teeth all grey.
Do 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 do.
Do 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 it healthy.
Food is talking.
You're on drugs. That is, if food is talking to you, you're on drugs.
Let's get healthy now. What's right? You see, the body is like a special house with blood, hair, and organs in the different rooms. Oh, look, there's Mr. Bladder in the basement. What? Now, food comes in through the chimney, mouth, and goes from room to room, greeting the different organs. Hello. Now, the good healthy food is very nice and polite to the organs, and so is invited to stay for a party. Yay! But the bad, not healthy foods are very rude and must leave through the cat flap.
Rude! That doesn't make sense.
Do be healthy.
The phone is ringing again. The phone is ringing. That tiny phone.
What's that? A tasty snack. You don't want to go and eat a snack like that.
Why is it repeating? Why are you holding a snack?
You'll end up with your gums all gray.
Wait, hold on. So much stuff just happened.
Exactly. How do we know which ones are the healthy foods to eat?
Well, that's easy. The food groups can easily be
Started
sorted
spazzing out. Wait,
using the simple health shape. Choosing normal, plain-looking foods such
Bro.
as bread, cream,
It's
white
this
sauce,
bootleg
and
Donald Duck.
keep the body ticking over just nicely. Isn't that right?
I need to
But
go.
wait, what's this?
Fancy show-offy foods like cooked meats,
What is
fruit
this?
salad, soil foods, and yolk.
Ugh.
These foods will clog up the body with unnecessary details.
Bro, what is this?
Oh no, look, it's all broken and on the floor.
Everything tastes great. But maybe
Mm.
wait before we put it on the plate. Or it could be too late for your...
Yes, leave. This is not okay. Is he in a hospital bed? What's going on?
What's that? A pizza slice? But you're better off with plain white sauce.
What's that? Plain white sauce? Plain white sauce makes your teeth go grey.
Doesn't matter. Just throw it away. Why not try something else on your tray?
Oh, what's that? A lovely pie? But you're gonna end up sad inside.
Ugh, sad inside.
What the ew? What the oh?
But everyone has a teeth go
What is
grey.
this?
And it'll go away.
But how much have you had today? Too much yeast makes your teeth go grey.
How about some onion paste? Looks like one. Have a taste.
That wasn't onion paste. You shouldn't eat food from a stranger's plate. 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 A stranger's plate.
Stop it. Get some help.
Stranger's plate.
I want to thank y'all for watching. Yeah, I'm gonna go bleach my eyeballs now.